Get to the root of the matter. These are supposed to be roots as you supersize or to supersize and grow your business. Our idiom, our expression today is the root of the matter. What the heck does the root of the matter mean? Where does it come from? And how can we use it to grow and build and supersize our business? Well, this is another one of those expressions. We're focusing on spiritual well-being related idioms for the month of April. And this, like many of them, has come from the Bible. It was in Job 19:28. And it means, of course, find out what the cause of something is, right? Don't just treat the symptoms. Root cause analysis is my favorite way to problem solve and troubleshoot whenever we're doing something in business. In businesses, there's usually three more main root causes to any of our challenges, any of our problems, any situations that we find ourselves in our business, especially as we're growing and supersizing it. They're physical challenges. Either there is something physical, maybe there's a material. I come from manufacturing. Manufacturing, science, and engineering are huge places where root cause analyses are very popular. I was in the quality field, and quality, we automatically do a root cause analysis whenever a quality defect or a problem or a challenge came up. I've done literally thousands of root cause analyses in my life. And it's a 5-step process I'll run through quickly in case you're in an industry that doesn't do them. You'll find that some industries, some businesses, just as soon as there's a problem, and it's usually the symptoms of the problem that they're looking at, they'll deal with the symptom and they'll fix the symptom over and over and over again, and then a new symptom will pop up because they're never getting to, well, what is really the source of the problem? And there's usually three main sources. Physical, so a materials or a lack of material or the quality of the material is somehow off for what we're trying to do. Human beings, usually communication, training, or just somebody made a human error. Or the third type is organizational root cause. And that means things like systems, processes, and procedures, the way and how we do things, the process we use to do something. Now that's a huge category, and that actually represents the largest quantity, the largest number, and most frequent root cause of problems and challenges. And a lot of times it's because we don't have a way of doing something consistently. We're doing it different all the time, so we're getting different results all the time. So what are the 5 steps? And actually there's 6 or 7, depending on the type of root cause analysis that you do. We created, whenever I worked in corporate America or had a business, and in all my businesses, we literally have a RCA, a root cause analysis form. So whenever there's any type of problem or challenge that comes up, we do the root cause analysis, and then we follow all the steps so that we actually implement, test, and make sure that the solutions we put in place actually solve the problem and make the overall situation for our organization better. Because sometimes we'll implement solutions and we won't have found the actual true root cause of the problem. And that means it's just like if you get a cut, you put a Band-Aid on it. It doesn't heal the cut. It just protects it until it heals on its own. And the same is true with root cause analysis. So what are the steps? Number 1, define the problem. What's the problem? And that involves all the symptoms, right? And clearly breaking down through the symptoms to identify the problem. Medicine is another place where, and sometimes they do root cause analysis, sometimes they are different medical organizations are better or worse at this. Mayo Clinic is one of my favorite places to use as an example because they're incredibly good at root cause analysis and really digging down and finding what's wrong. And they do that because they have multi-discipline teams that work on the patient and help to find out and look at the whole story of what's going on, the whole systemic, your whole body and your whole life is a system, right? So they look at the whole thing, not just at one area. Medicine traditionally in the past looked at one area. When I was younger, I got really, really sick in my 20s, and I had different doctors in each different area for what was wrong with me, looking at me, but nobody was looking at me as a whole, as a system, as a person. And so, my rheumatologist was treating me for rheumatoid arthritis. My internist was treating me for kidney challenges. My eye doctor and my ophthalmologist and all of my eye experts were treating me for iritis, uveitis, and vision loss. And so they were all treating me in different ways. And some of the things that they were doing were actually causing me to be worse because I wasn't being treated as a whole system. So root cause analysis is about looking at the whole and digging down to find the absolute true root cause of something, not just treating the symptoms or band-aiding something. So define the problem. That's step one. Step two, gather data, get analysis, find out if there's possible ways to measure the impact of the problem. You know, maybe a problem comes up and it's been dealt with before, but no one's ever documented or paid attention to it. And it's really all the different types of problems are because of one root cause. And once you eliminate that root cause, you don't just eliminate the problem that you're dealing with right now. You eliminate a whole slew of problems from the past and the future because you're not going to have to deal with them anymore. Number three is to really dig into and identify the cause factors. What are the different factors that are causing the problem? Because sometimes they're physical, human, and organizational. Those are the really fun problems to solve because you realize that there isn't just one root cause. There's a bunch of outages. There's a bunch of failures in your process where you're missing communication or the materials aren't meeting standards and materials aren't meeting standards and you're missing communication and there's no process or system in place to deal with that type of a situation. That would be an example of a root cause analysis where you're identifying the causes and you realize that they're in more than one area of your organization. 4, you want to determine possible solutions. So you want to brainstorm or do whatever technique you use in your organization to come up with different possible ways to solve the problem. Excuse me. Then you want to actually recommend a solution, implement a solution, try it out, test the solution, make sure that it's solved the root cause of the problem, and then, verify the solution. And if the solution works, automate the solution. So root cause analysis, again, one of my favorite tools. Curious if you've ever done or heard the expression root of the matter in your business, in your industry. Do you automatically do root cause analysis? Do you find the root of the problem in your industry? Science, medicine, engineering, manufacturing. There's a handful of industry. Well, there's more than that. Lots of industries automatically do this, but some don't. Industries where there's injuries and safety tend to have root cause analysis with respect to safety in their organization, but they might not use it, and they'll call it something different. They'll call it a safety incident report or something. They might do those things, but they might not use it in other areas and aspects of their business. And it's one of those tools that can actually be used in any area of our business whenever we have a problem. If we have a problem in sales or we don't have enough customers, we can do a root cause analysis and we can find out, well, what's really going on? Why do we have this problem? Usually if you don't have enough customers, it leads back to a root cause that is always solvable. All right, that's our idiom for today. Go out, make it an awesome day. If you would like any help with root cause analysis or identifying solutions or processes or tools that would help grow and supersize your business, just hit me up or visit us in the Supersize Your Business private Facebook group. We've got in there actually a game at the front of that group that you can go through that helps you walk through all of the steps required to supersize and grow your business. Have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.